Hello and welcome, good afternoon to Bonsai Garden with me, Mark Sanders. Where do I start? A big shout out to Mr. Tom Novak. Thank you very much, Tom, and all the people that have subscribed to my channel. It's very heartwarming, and thank you for your love and support. I'm deeply touched. Julian, my wife, and myself were deeply touched by your generosity and your love, and we really do appreciate it. And it's given us such a lift. So thank you all very much, and obviously for Tom. Thank you very much, Tom. We just felt it. We really felt your love and support, so we thank you for that. So I thought, well, I'll come on and do a little video, and just to thank you all, to all have subscribed and left little comments to give me a big boost as my new treatment starts tomorrow, all the measuring up, all that kind of thing, and the little tattoos on the body, so all that kind of thing. But I'm not too worried about that. I'm very positive about everything. So, you know, it's upwards and onwards. Drink plenty of tea, as Tom says. And I've changed my diet as well. I've looked into different things. So it's all good, positive stuff. So we'll leave that to the side now. And what I did, I went for a little walk around the garden just to get a bit of fresh air and just check on the plants. And I've got a little container outside that if I cut any of the branches off of bonsais or anything like that, I'll put them in a bit of rooting compost, and just for the sheer hell of it, I stick them in this big container, a recycled thing, and I put them in there. And I came across a little succulent, so I think it must have been an offcut, and it started to grow. So I've just found that outside, and I thought, well, I'll bring it indoors, because if we get a frost, that's going to die off. And I've got quite a few of these. It's a money plant, and this one's native to South Africa, I believe, and I've got quite a few of these. And I found this one, and it's grown, and I thought, well, that looks absolutely superb. It's got all new growth on that, all that new growth there, and I just found that in the pot, so I must have stuck it in there at some point and thought, well, see if it will grow, and it has. So I bought it back in today with a view of potting it up. So I thought, well, what a great way I can thank everybody, and then I can just pot this one up, and I've saved another plant. So that cheers me up no end. So right, I'll put that one down there very gently. I've got a little pot that I go around the little charity shops in England. We got little charity shops, and I expect they probably have in the States and other countries. And we just pick these up, and I put a drill holes in the bottom. They make ideal little bonsai pots. And then once you pot up your little succulent, they're great as little gifts for people, especially this time of the year. You can give that. And I think it's a great little idea, and I've got quite a few of these little ones, and I should be giving them as gifts, probably family and friends, and it's all good. So right, so I've got the pot, and I've got my bit of gauze that's going to sit in the bottom, and I always put a little bit of wire so I can drop it down through into the pot, and obviously it comes out the other side, and then all I do then is just bend that like so, and just bend the ends in just to stop you catching your fingers, and that's all nice and tight. That's all secure, as you can see. There you go. So it's all secure. There's the bottom, and I've got some bonsai mix. I've got a couple of bonsais at the back there, so they're indoors now for the winter. So I've got some nice fresh bonsai mix there. So we've got organic matter, perlite, I think I've got some a little bit of grit in there as well for drainage, and also there is cactus and succulent bonsai mix in with this as well. So I've got a good range of different things. So we'll just pop in a little bit of bonsai mix. I'm probably going to have to hold this one in actually, because it's quite a tall plant. It's got some nice roots on it, so I don't really want to go disturbing that, so I'll just hold that. I might actually, because it's leaning one way, it might be a good idea to just leave it like that, something a bit different instead of a formal upright. Let's get some mix in there. Right, I'll just stabilise it in place, so that's great. A bit more. That's the thing, in the winter you can't really do much, so I do miss doing this type of work, and everything else is asleep now for the rest of the winter, but then we've got something to look forward in the spring, which is great, and then it'll be full on, because all the little plants that are around, they'll start growing again. I've got some seeds up in the windowsill there, and I've got a few little seeds that have come up. You can hardly see them, so there's no point in me pointing the camera at it because you won't see them. I had a job to find them, but they were from the Buddha box set of seeds, and they are coming up. The pine ones, they seem to come up and then die off for some reason. A couple of them survived, and they're managing to hang on. So we'll just see how they go. It's a trial and error with this type of work. So we'll see how it goes. But we'll chuff with those little seeds coming up there, so I'll just leave them. And I don't water them as such. All I do is use my little sprayer just to spray the top, just to keep it moist, not soaking wet, because they're not going to like that. Right, so we got that one in, and I shall just damp that down. And this is all rainwater, it's not tap water. And again, listen, we've had plenty of rain, so my water butt has been replenished and it's absolutely full up, which is great news. So I'll just put a little bit of water on that till it just runs out the bottom. I think that will be quite adequate. So just tidy that up a bit. And I shall just leave that now until it starts to grow again. I'll keep it indoors, and it's a lovely little plant. And I wouldn't have found that if I hadn't gone outside, so it was meant to be, so that was great. So there we are. It's just a little video just to thank everybody for subscribing, and for dear Tom Novak. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate your help and your guidance as well with the diet side of things, which I've taken on board, and yeah, it's all good. So thank you everyone. No need to worry, I'm not going anywhere, so I'll be back with some more videos as and when I can. Please subscribe, please share, and thank you very much for watching, and take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you again soon. Namaste. Goodbye.